Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. This morning started off with a bang over here. We had the kids' well visits because I don't plan well visits in the summer like all the moms who have their ish together do. I forget and then realize that they need well visits. And so I did that today. So what? Into our third week of school. That's usually when my kids get that done. If you're the same, we're the same. We're the same people. Yesterday, I didn't get to get in DMs a ton. Mondays are just, we have extracurriculars after school and whatnot. But I looked over some DMs last night, and a lot of y'all were asking if you could purchase the tan Armor Brewery hat. It's backwards. But it just says Allen, Texas Armor Brewing, and you can. So I'll put the link here if you would like to buy the tan Armor Brewing hat. Supplies are limited as far as like what we have is what we have. Okay, this is totally random, but I think it's fun. We're going to do a little story giveaway just for y'all. Whoever sees this, you can play along. In the question box, you're going to put your answer to the question, and the first one that I see answered correctly, that person's going to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Just for fun. I thought of it last night. What is my favorite Amazon fan favorite find item? I use it every single day. I've mentioned this a few times on here. And to give you a clue, this is one of the OG first fan favorite find segment products that someone recommended. I use it now every single night before I go to bed, just depending on the day. Sometimes I'll use it even in the middle of the day. What is the item that I'm talking about? Put your answers in the box for your guesses. And again, whoever guesses the item correctly gets $100. The first one that I see. It's a small item from Amazon. I've mentioned it multiple times. It's a very random item. I want to see who can guess it. My plan for today is I want to show you guys some home decor that I got, and I showed it on the last live. So those of you who could not join my last Amazon live, today I will show you some of my decor. Even if you did watch the live, I'll show you now how I style it and how I'm going to use it. So if you like home decor content, or you just want ideas on like how you can decorate things you already have in your home, today is your day. We will be doing home decor content here in a few minutes. I'm going to round up some of my stuff and then get that going, and I'll share it here in stories. I got a new color in these are like supposed to be Birkenstock dupes. I've had them since 2021. Not this pair, but this style. I don't even like to compare them to them because I have real Birkenstocks. I've only bought one pair and I felt like it was walking on concrete. I did not like them. Look at all the padding. It's in the front and the back of the shoe. I'm telling you, if you like the look of the Birkenstocks, but you want a more comfortable shoe, these are amazing and they're very affordable. They have tons of colors. This is my second in this style, but I think I have 3 different styles of this shoe. Okay, we are going to style this console table today. Isn't this console table so pretty? This is, look at the cute little arched cutouts on the side. This is from Amazon. I just checked the listing and it's 20% off today. It is such a beautiful, rich color. Really, really good details as far as like the little arches on the sides. They even have the little arched foots in the front, the little feety guys. So cute. So you have your top shelf, your bottom shelf. And it's a really good, I would say like a medium dark tone, but I love it. And this is just a good example to show my stairs are a more lighter stain, but I have my dark stained front door. So it kind of pulls from that, and I'm loving the mixed tones. I also have a little console table in the back there that's dark. So we've got lots of different wood tones that are all gonna come together beautifully. Gary's making sure that all this decor is approved. Do you like it? Does it smell good? Are we good to go? Do you want to help me? Okay. I'm just going to take y'all in my hand here as I do this and kind of give you a perspective of like what's in my head when I'm decorating. So this might be a little long-winded, but hopefully some of y'all will like it. So when I'm looking at a console table, the first thing that I want to find, for some reason, what I like to do is find height. So you just went out. You just went out. I don't always decorate the exact same way, but for some reason I do like to start with height more than anything. I think it's because whenever I'm kind of like fluffing my little plum leaf here, I think it's because everything else can kind of sit around once you find your height. Like I feel like once we find our highest point, that becomes like the focal point, and then everything else kind of trickles and fills in beside it. So I'm starting with this mango wood vase. I have the 13-inch. It's really, really pretty. You can see kind of all like the imperfections, like it is hand carved. And then I went ahead and put that little plum leaf in it. But I do love the contrast. Again, we've got that light wood mixing with that dark wood, that it just adds a lot of interest and depth. I love this dark purple stem. Florals, good fake florals are hard to come by, especially ones that are at eye level, because you can really tell if it's fake or not. But this is a really beautifully well done fake. There's no variation as far as the back looking different than the front, which is amazing. The stems are bendable, so whenever you get it, just really take the time to figure out what kind of shape you want. I kind of wanted this arcing, this over here, and then I kind of fluffed out these and then turned the leaves to face the front. So again, you don't want it too perfect, because then it definitely doesn't look real. But I feel like this is a very, very, very good fake leaf, where a lot of times they can look really fake. And most of the time, good florals are like over $100, even just for like a single stem, because it's really hard to make fake leaves look real. So here's an example of a not so great floral. See how the back is almost white? It's even whiter in person. Real white, and then the front is real vivid. And it's because they kind of cheap out on the backing, and you can also tell that that's totally plastic, like behind that white fabric-y material. Whereas again, this one, what's on the front is also on the back. They just did a really good job with it. It looks very nice and expensive, whereas I ordered these thinking that I would review these, and these did not pass the vibe test. I'm using them as a negative example. Okay, now I want to try to find something to balance this out. So before I fill in the little things, I want to figure out what the bottom shelf is going to look like, at least just from like a weight distribution. So we've kind of got our big chunky thing here. I've got a big chunky thing here to kind of weigh it out. Could I put it on the other side? Sure, but I feel like the color tone is just a little too similar, and then we're really heavy over here, and then everything will kind of fall. It'll kind of look lopsided. So we're going to balance it out, distribute the same color, as well as things that are just taking up a lot of space on the table. This brand of throw blankets is my favorite on all of Instagram. I have multiple throw blankets from Instagram, but this is my absolute favorite brand. I've never received a bad item from them. It's the Barefoot Dreams kind of like dupe, like the affordable option, but they hold up really well in the wash. They are so, so soft. And this one's gonna add a lot of texture because we have kind of our little diamondy crisscrosses. I'll kind of refluff that. That looks a little heavy. In case you're someone who gets really hung up on why would there be a basket with a blanket in the entryway, as far as like function, you don't have to use a blanket. I actually do like it here because I like that the color is similar to the base, but also we're introducing a soft textile, and it really just softens the place up a little bit. So you have like your hardscapes and your hard textiles, but then you have a soft textile. You could even do pillows on the side if you needed to store pillows. So I urge you to think, if you need more storage, these are really, really good tables. These are really good tables, these console tables, to provide that storage for you. But be choosy whenever you're picking out your pillow covers and whatnot, because they're pieces that you're going to use, but also you can incorporate them and they can act as decor for you. In the organic modern realm of decor, if you will, this could really be a complete table just as is. Minimalism is kind of a style right now, kind of letting everything breathe, being really picky on what you put there and letting them kind of stand on their own. Seeing more of the table gives a little more airy approach. So this isn't minimalism for sure, but it's definitely more minimalist in the home decor realm. So you could stop here if these are the things you have. I'm going to go ahead and continue on and add some layers. Because maximalism is a very big thing. And while I'm not going to be doing true maximalism, I'll just kind of show you, if you like more things and you want to cover the space, here are some other options for you. I am going to add some other things to this table. So I'll kind of move this down, move that down. Originally, I had the little tan pumpkin here on this side, and I feel like there's a lot of the same color, and I thought, let's see what the green pumpkin looks like. And we kind of play off of the dark green in the book cover. And I actually like that. I don't think the pumpkin gets lost. You see the tip of it, which is providing some color, but also we have white rails behind it. So I'm really digging the darker color here. I love mango wood decor. This is a beautiful dark stained pedestal bowl, and I think it goes beautifully with the dark table. So you have your dark table, you have your dark bowl, and then you have these books kind of breaking up the darkness. I also love it up against the white. We have a lot of light in this room, so I can choose darker decor because we have that light paint color right behind it. But I think it's coming together really beautifully. I love this marble clock. It's so like mid-century modern vibes. I love it. And for the sake of just continuing to add things, you could kind of put it over to the side. So this is for people who really like to fill out the top of their spaces more. It could also go down at the bottom. I think you would probably get lost on the bottom. Maybe a better spot would be the books, but then you're getting kind of close to the same height as the vase. It could be a standalone instead of the pumpkin. If you don't want to use a pumpkin, this could stand alone. And I would move this decor back over a little bit and then just have some table in between. That's really pretty. So you definitely have some options, but I do love that this is bringing in just a hint of marble, almost looks like a countertop. And it's just a good, affordable way to bring in kind of a natural stone. Last, I have this little set of 3 cutesy brass boxes, and they're fully functioning. You can actually put stuff in them. You can put a lock on them if you wanted to. And I'm thinking on the bottom would be a perfect little touch of brass. I have brass incorporated throughout my decor. But I don't want to overdo it and have too many brass things. So I kind of just use it as an accent. Again, if you didn't want to use that, we could maybe even try with, I'll throw some pillows down there. A really pretty like checkered print would be beautiful, either on a blanket or a pillow. But that could be, this is one way that we could style this console table. Also, it really fills up a pretty open space. This has the tallest ceilings in my whole house is in this entryway. And so more could be more in this situation, but it's also very pretty styled with not a lot of things as well. Here's more of a full different approach to it. I really like the plaid pillow as far as like the interest, but I probably won't keep pillows down there. I'll probably keep the boxes down there, but I did want to make a call out that I don't love the pumpkin on top of the books. Can you guess why? Give you 2 seconds. I don't like that the pumpkin is a little bit bigger than the book underneath it. I feel like the size doesn't make sense. I either want nothing on the books and leave it simple by itself, or I want something shorter and smaller scale on the books. That's just me and my personal preference. But this is another way that you could style it if you need storage for pillows and blankets close to your living room. Here is another styling concoction. I'll probably keep it like this, to be totally transparent. This Monstera plant needs some sun. He's needing a little sun in TLC right now. He's a little droopy, but he is a huge plant. And so I just have the books right there to the side. I have this is very much needed to kind of distribute that weight. Otherwise, this is a massive piece. And then I have the Pottery Barn dupe candlestick set of 3. I'm probably going to leave them empty with no candlesticks. And then whenever I need them around Thanksgiving or Christmas, I'll pull them out and actually use them on my dining room table. But I do like that we got a little pop of black in there. We've got greens, we've got tans, and of course we've got that dark wood that pops beautifully off my front door. I really like how it all came together. Here's another example of what I don't want to do. I was kind of flirting with the idea of having bookends and books standing up. However, I feel like it's being eaten by the plant. Also, with it standing straight up, I feel like we're kind of creating this like wall, this weird wall to the side of the plant that the plant's like coming into. And so I think it's better visually if it's lower and flatter. And really this plant just takes over the entire shelf as far as more minimalistic styling. But I do love these bookends. I'm not sure if they're still in stock, but I'll link them so you can save them in your cart for whenever they restock. They're really heavy and they're real marble. So it's another way to add that touch of marble into your decor, without being anything massive. Just give me my money.